Hello everyone, welcome to my very first course here on Udemy. I've carefully designed this course for anyone who wants to learn French from scratch. Welcome to your French learning journey. My goal is not just to expand your vocabulary, but to help you truly internalize words, by hearing them, understanding them, and learning how to use them naturally. This is not a grammar course. Here, we focus on the heart of the language, vocabulary. But it's more than just memorizing. You'll hear the correct pronunciation, see how each word is used in real sentences, and understand how it appears in everyday situations. We'll also be using the shadowing technique, which will help you improve both your pronunciation and speaking fluency through active repetition. So, if you're ready, let's begin. Because every word you learn brings you one step closer to speaking French with confidence. Why vocabulary matters. Vocabulary is the cornerstone of language learning. The four core skills, reading, writing, speaking, and listening, simply can't develop without a solid vocabulary base. In other words, the stronger your vocabulary, the better you'll understand the language, use it effectively, and express yourself with confidence. According to the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages, CFR, the approximate number of words required to truly understand a language is as follows. A1, around 500 words. A2, around 1000 words. B1, around 2500 words. B2, around 5000 words. C1, around 8000 words. Through this course series, you will learn the vocabulary you need at each level, step by step, and hear these words used naturally in sentences, so that you can start using them confidently yourself. So, what will you be able to do at each level? In the A1 level, you'll master your first 1000 essential words. You'll be able to recognize everyday phrases, understand basic written texts, and respond to very simple conversations. In A2, your vocabulary will expand to 2000 words. You'll be able to communicate in common everyday situations, understand frequently used expressions, and follow short dialogues with ease. At B1, you'll reach 4000 words and start speaking more freely about topics like travel, work, and personal life. You'll understand longer texts and be able to express your ideas and feelings in simple, clear sentences. In B2, your vocabulary will grow to 6000 words. You'll be capable of discussing abstract ideas, participating in debates, and expressing yourself fluently on professional and technical topics, even with native speakers. Finally, in the C1 level, you'll surpass 8000 words. You'll be able to understand academic and professional texts with ease, express complex thoughts clearly and naturally, and truly use the language like a near-native speaker. At every level, you won't just memorize words, you'll hear them, feel them, and gain the confidence to use them. In this course, I'll also be introducing you to one of the most effective techniques for self-directed language learning and improving your speaking skills, the shadowing technique. Shadowing is a method where you listen to a sentence and immediately repeat it aloud, mimicking the pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm as closely as possible. This technique helps develop both your listening and speaking muscles at the same time. If you apply this method consistently and with dedication throughout the course, you'll notice a clear improvement in your pronunciation clarity and speaking speed. As you progress through the course, I strongly recommend that you first listen carefully to the pronunciation of each word, and then repeat it out loud. The more accurately you try to imitate the sound, the more natural and fluent your pronunciation will become. That's the core of shadowing. Next, I encourage you to repeat the example sentences aloud as well. This is where real progress begins. Because when you listen to and repeat full sentences, your grammar understanding starts to grow naturally, sentence structures become internalized, and over time you begin to speak with correct phrasing automatically, without overthinking. Another key aspect I aim to highlight in my course is the sentence-based learning method. In each level of this course, every word you learn is paired with two different meanings and two different example sentences. What does that mean in practice? In the A1 course, you'll work with around 2,000 example sentences. In a 2 course, you'll work with around 4,000 sentences. In B1, this number will rise to 8,000 sentences. In B2, you'll work with around 12,000 sentences. And by C1, you'll work with a total of 16,000 example sentences. Why is this important? Because if you can learn a sample sentence alongside every new word, you'll experience a noticeable leap in your speaking ability. When you hear a word, your brain won't just recall its definition, it will automatically retrieve a sentence structure tied to that word. This makes it far easier to form your own sentences quickly and accurately. Language learning is a journey, not a race. Learning a language is a long-term journey. And in this journey, the key isn't moving fast, it's moving consistently. At first, the idea of learning 8,000 words might feel overwhelming. But the real secret is to break that big goal into small, manageable steps. For example, if you aim to learn just 20 new words a day, along with a sample sentence for each, then, no matter which language you're learning, in just 1 year, reaching C1 level in 1 year is absolutely possible. But this journey isn't just about memorizing vocabulary, it's about making the language part of your daily life. Especially after reaching a 2 level, here's what I recommend in addition to your daily word and sentence learning. Watch 15 minutes of video content in the language about something you actually enjoy. Do 10 minutes of writing practice. Spend 15 minutes reading. That's just 1 to 1.5 hours a day, and yet, it leads to real, cumulative progress in all 4 core language skills. The most important thing is to keep going at a steady, regular pace. Remember, learning a language is a long-term journey that requires patience, consistency, and daily effort. And every small step you take brings you 1 step closer to fluency. Every word you learn plants a seed for a sentence in your mind. And with patience and repetition, those seeds will one day blossom into fluent, effortless speech. So let's dive in and start this adventure side by side.